you are going to need your choice of fringe for this, and I ordered mine online. I linked it down below for you guys, and also you can choose the lengths that work for your space. I used a 14-inch, a 10-inch, and an 8-inch wood embroidery hoop, but again, you're going to need to choose the size that fits your space. You can find these at any local craft store. I got mine at Michael's. We are going to be using the part that does not have the metal on it, but don't freak out. I reuse the other circles for other projects. Spray paint these the color of your fringe. I messed up by using rope. You should definitely use something that is the same color as your fringe, and then you're going to grab that and cut 4 longer pieces because we are going to be building the bones of the chandelier. Tie your rope onto the smallest circle first in 4 areas, almost like a T. Again, before you do this, you want to make sure that you spray paint those hoops the color of your fringe. I did not, and I corrected it at the end of this video, which you will see, and also make sure that your yarn is the color of your fringe as well. Next, you're going to pull that string tight that you just tied onto the smallest circle and mark it at a place that makes sense to space your chandelier out. Mine was about 4.5, 5 inches. So I just took a black Sharpie and I put a dot there because we are going to tie our next knot to the next circle at that dot. Go ahead and line that black dot up to the second circle, and you're going to tie your knot where you marked that dot. This is going to evenly space the chandelier for you. Repeat what you just did to the second circle to the biggest circle. The cool thing about this too is that when you're tying these knots, when you lift it up, if it is kind of wonky or uneven, you can just kind of move the knots around since they're not glued down until the chandelier is even. When you're finished tying all the knots onto the circles, tie your final one where you're going to be able to hang it, and then you're going to flip the entire thing over and we're going to start to glue the fringe on. Make sure you're going to hot glue on this side because the bottom part with the 2 lines of stitches is where you're going to cut to create the fringe. Start to hot glue your fringe starting with the smallest circle to the largest circle. Cut the excess off and then hot glue that tiny little piece to secure it. This is much easier to execute when it's hanging up, so I found a bike hook in my garage and I just hung it up there and finished the rest of the layers. Do not pull a me though. Right here I realized that with my longest fringe I did not buy enough, but thank goodness that I had excess fringe from my second layer, so I just hot glued it into the empty space, and then I'm gonna have to trim it that short. Now all we gotta do is trim all the fringe to be even, and this part was a lot of fun for me. I would imagine this is how hairstyles feels on a daily basis. So we just are gonna trim until all the layers are even how you want them. You can make like little zigzags if you wanted to. You can make them uneven, topsy-turvy, however you want to do it. This is what you guys should have so far, and like I said before, you wouldn't be able to see the wood on the outside. If you spray painted them white, it would look a lot cleaner. So I went in and I just painted the inside white as much as I can to kind of downplay the wood that you could see through the fringe. Finally, all you gotta do is hot glue your trim on. I found this at JoAnn's. It's really gorgeous, but you can choose whichever you'd like. Trim the excess off and then secure it with a little hot glue and you are done. Hang it up wherever you want in your space. You can hang it up with a light, without a light. You can hang it up like super tall, super short. It's totally up to your creative decision. I hope that you guys enjoyed this DIY fringe chandelier. I've seen them all over Pinterest and I feel like those ways of executing it are a little bit harder than this. So just a reminder that I do all of my DIYs so that anybody can do them. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you want to see some more DIY light fixtures, and go ahead and click that subscribe button and the little bell if you have not already. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I will see you next Wednesday.